All right, and we are back in the lobby bar for the week of June the 19th, 2023. Brian and Michaela here with you as always. And Michaela, it's a pretty monumental week. We're celebrating Juneteenth today. It was
Yes.
Father's Day yesterday. So
Yes.
we have a busy week. Plus, there's another national holiday going on that I think you and I are going to be pretty into.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I believe we're talking about National Martini Day.
That's right. Yeah, apparently June 19th, 2023 is National Martini Day. I don't know why it's National Martini Day. Sounds made up, but that's okay. We are here for it because you and I are headed out to see the Flash, and we're going to need a martini or two, I think, to get us going for this
Yeah,
one. But
you're definitely going to need a martini. You are being such a trooper watching the show. My husband needs a martini because he loves it and he's so excited. I'm kind of in the middle. And you know what they say? One martini is too few, three is too many. So, uh, amongst us, we're just going to have to stick with the two there. But
that's
I'm
right.
very excited because apparently martinis have been around for a really long time. I bet you know all the history stuff.
I don't know all of the history stuff, but yeah, the martini has been around for a super long time. Most people date it back to like the Prohibition days when, people were looking to put something in with that gin or vodka that might have not been the highest quality, back in the day. People were mixing these things up. So you're adding some vermouth to it. And usually back then it was like equal parts. But now we've come a long way and refining those ingredients and getting them a little bit better, a little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner. And on the podcast, Michaela, you and I have covered martinis a bunch of times. We talked about martinis, I think, for some Golden Globes and some Oscar coverage that we've done. Talked about our house martinis. We did a martini back when we did the House of Gucci episode, and we're actually
Yeah.
going to be doing a martini coming up this week. So the timing was perfect when we cover Batman. We're going to be doing a martini for that, just like Joker would be doing it. But since it is National Martini Day, I figured we should try up something new. It's something I've never had. I don't know if you've ever had, but I feel like we should both have had this because it's called the Perfect Martini.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have had martinis that I thought were very close to perfect. So I'm very excited about how
The second
this
martini is always
is
perfect.
always really good. And that's true. You do more than two, and you're a glutton for punishment. Don't do that. If you get hangovers, it will be bad. It will be ugly. Or you'll be like me. And then I'm just like, I love everybody, which is basically me on a regular day. Only now I can tell everyone, and it makes people uncomfortable.
Uh,
Yeah, so
uh,
let's go through the ingredients here on
yeah,
this perfect martini.
that's right. It's to celebrate National Martini Day. We are whipping up a perfect martini, and here goes. Into your shaker tin, you're going to go with 2 ounces of gin, a half ounce of dry vermouth, and a half ounce of sweet vermouth. Add some ice. You're going to stir that until that is nice and chilled down, and then strain it into your chilled martini or a coupe glass. And then you can garnish it. You can do the lemon twist like we did in the House of Gucci. You can do it with olives, like we're going to be doing for the Joker, and how I do my own house martini 9 times out of 10. I think you're the same there, Michaela. Pop that in there and enjoy. Try this out. It's going to be very different than your regular like dry martini because it's got that sweet vermouth in there, so it gets kind of this nice kind of like orangish hued kind of tone to it.
Mm.
It's really nice and kind of well rounded. We're going to be talking about the dry martini here later this week, but this one has a little bit more kind of substance to it. I think I like this quite a bit, Michaela.
Yeah. A couple of things. It has now been made very abundantly clear. Martinis, gin. Gin is the perfect liquor to go into the martini, not vodka. All you haters out there are just going to hate, and that's fine. But that was the first thing I noticed with this. And the second thing was the sweet vermouth business. What is up with that? I'm very excited, or I was very excited when I tried this because I had never had a martini with sweet vermouth, at least not that had only half an ounce in it. And so I think this actually really likens itself better to the lemon twist rather than the olive,
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
because some of that sweetness is brightened by the lemon twist. If you make sure to, express the rind kind of over the edges of your martini glass, I think that would add a nice touch. If you really don't like lemons, it's just as good with olives. I love olives, so especially when they've been soaked in martini for a half an hour. It's really good. So I think
Uh,
either way, you're going to like this. Everybody, you should try it.
That's right. Yeah, I agree with you there on the lemon twist. So give this one a try, or let us know what you're drinking for National Martini Day. If you have a favorite martini recipe or variant, or your favorite house martini, let us know that. And let us know if you made it out to the movies this weekend to see anything. If you did, we had a couple of new releases. We had The Flash, came out on top, $55 million, followed by Elemental, the Pixar release there at $29.5 million. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Transformers, Rise of the Beast, and The Little Mermaid round out the top five. So $55 million is okay. I think that the people at DC were not very pleased with that $55 million. And I know for a fact the people at Pixar were not pleased with $29.5 million. But what are you going to do, Michaela? There's like 1,000 new releases out now. And
There are.
we're still in this weird place in the world where people aren't ready to be dealing with that many new releases all at once.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we had so many films that were put on holds and that they wanted to wait until we were back to quote unquote normal from a box office standpoint. And now they're just hitting us, every weekend we've got big releases that come out. And it's hard because my son, who I thought would really love Elemental, he's not ready to go to the movies to see it. And because we just saw Spider-Man. And I mean, I don't know how long Elemental is, but Spider-Man was long. So, it's hard, especially for these animated films. Now, I'm not going to say Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was for kids. I mean, it is for kids. It's fine for kids to watch. But I definitely think that was not a kid-centric animated film versus Elemental totally feels like it is. And so I'm not sure what they were expecting. I don't know who makes the decisions as when these things come out, but they really do need to figure out how to space these a little bit differently until maybe next year or the year after when everyone's back to going to the movies, because I think the world has slightly changed and that's not a thing that everybody does or can't even afford to do every weekend anymore.
Right. Yeah, especially, yeah, you made a good point, right? You had Little Mermaid came out. We went and saw that with your kid. Spider-Man, we went and saw with your kid that next week. And then, yeah, to go see Elemental, I mean, you're talking, $20 a ticket for all of these films. So that's a lot for, that's a big ask for people, I think. So I don't know. You just have to check those out and let us know what you think about those if you made it out to see them. We do have a couple of new releases coming this week. One of these I'm particularly interested in. The other one I'm pretty interested in. We're going to have to see the one because it's directed by Wes Anderson, and Wes Anderson only does one thing, and that's get nominated and not win Oscars. So he's definitely going to get nominated for this one again. We've got Asteroid City coming. Michaela, let me run through these people with you. Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Jeffrey Wright, Tilda Swinton, Bryan Cranston, Edward Norton. Anything you like in there? That sounds
Oh my God,
good.
all the things. Oh my gosh. And again, I feel like I've been living under a rock. Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Margot Robbie. What? This is going to be amazing. I mean, it's not going to win any Oscars. Let me be clear, but it's going to be amazing.
It will be nominated for an Oscar. Probably won't win, but we're definitely going to have to see it. I'm going to try my hardest to make it out to the theater next week to see that one. That's Asteroid City. Let us know what you think about Wes Anderson and his films there. And the other one is No Hard Feelings. That's this kind of R-rated comedy coming to us. Jennifer Lawrence is back in that one. That one looks like it could potentially be pretty good, pretty fun, or real terrible. I don't know, but I'm kind of interested to see that one. Any thoughts here on No Hard Feelings, Michaela?
Two very important things. Matthew Broderick and Eben Moss-Bachrach. I'm not sure I'm saying it right, but he was epically good in I first saw him in Girls, I think, and I saw him in Andor. He was amazing in Andor. And it's Matthew Broderick. I mean, come on. And Jennifer Lawrence, again, everything she touches, I kind of want to go see because she's at least going to be amazing. The show might not as a whole, but she's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. She will be. So, yeah, they've got those coming out this week. Let us know if you're making your way out to see those. Let us know if you're checking out The Flash or what you thought about that. Michaela and I are headed out to see The Flash here in just a little bit. So if they do any special fun cocktails, check those out. We'll probably talk about them over on our Patreon. It's patreon.com/drinkthemovies, where we post all of our bonus content for people that want to support the podcast and dive a little deeper into Drink the Movies with us. And then make sure you stay tuned because we've got, speaking of The Flash, probably the best part of The Flash is going to be Michael Keaton's Batman. We're talking about Michael Keaton's Batman, the 1989 version, this week on the main episode. So sit tight, stay with us, come check out the Batman, the Joker, Vicky Vale, all the best hits, the Prince songs. It's going to be so good. I'm excited to talk about it. So we got that coming. Celebrate National Martini Day. Go see The Flash, and we'll talk to you next time in the lobby bar.